Hello my friends, and welcome or welcome back to my channel. I wanted to do a reading to see what advice you need about your current love situation. Sometimes when I do these, other energies come through, so I'm leaving it open to love and we'll see what comes through. But we're just gonna get right into it and see again what you need to hear about the situation that is surrounding you in love. Very interesting. We have breathe. So you could be trying to relax about whatever situation. You could be trying to sit in your divine feminine energy, I'm hearing with that breathe card. We have orphaned in reverse. So you could be someone who is trying to relax. Maybe you've been maybe you've been rejected by someone or someone's walked away from you. You could also be working on like abandonment wounds, I'm hearing. But let's keep going. And we have deep knowing, which has to do with intuition. So you could be dealing with a connection where you have this inner knowing that there's something coming or there's something more that's supposed to happen. It's also an energy of intuition, so trusting your intuition. It feels, for some reason, I'm feeling like this is what's coming towards you, but again, we'll see what comes out. The energy feels it's what's coming. So we have fork in the road on the bottom, which is 13, I believe. So death and rebirth, transformation. Interesting. So you could have chosen, you could have been dealing, what I'm hearing is you could have, this is coming out in reverse, and you could have been dealing with someone that was, this talks about inconsistency. So you could have been dealing with someone who is very inconsistent, and you could have decided to walk away from it, or there's something here about, I'll just look at it again. Don't give your power away. By not making a choice, you are making a choice for which you must be accountable. So what this sounds like to me is that someone made, it feels like there was, the connection that you're involved in was maybe very inconsistent, unbalanced, maybe unstable. And it feels like someone made a decision to separate or to pull their energy back, whether that was you or the person you're connected to. And this card talks about how there's a valuable lesson to be learned here. So it could be that you and this person are supposed to be learning lessons right now on your own. But let's have a look. Again, it feels like what's coming. So let's have a look. We have round and round. I might just be shuffling this deck upside down if I'm being honest. So again, you could have been stuck in an inconsistent roundabout with this person, and maybe there needed to be a tower moment, there needed to be an ending. Someone, it looks like someone chose to walk away here, or to take a break. I just want to look at that orphaned card. So we had orphaned in reverse, and it talks about abandonment. Perhaps you feel the need to remain apart because intimacy is too threatening. And there's something here about not abandoning yourself. So it kind of feels to me like, again, there's this energy of a cycle and it needing to, someone needed to pull their energy back or walk away in order to learn a lesson, in order for the lesson to be learned here and for this cycle to break. And there's an energy of trusting your intuition and not abandoning yourself. So it could be that I'm not sure if you're losing hope in your own healing or spirituality, but there's a message about not abandoning yourself because of whatever happened here. Anyway. So 25. So are you refusing to see your own personal responsibility for repeating lessons you don't need to relearn? You have to surrender now to the fact that you are the common denominator in all of these repeat performances. Be happy, for this is a wonderful spot to be in. You can now see the cycles you wish to exit. Once you figure out that you have the power to stop going round and round, you possess the key to your freedom. Be good to yourself. It's not about blame, but accountability. You can have the abundant life filled with love and prosperity that Spirit so wants for you. So again, it's going into that other energy we were seeing. Whatever this blockage is between you and this person, it is meant for the two of you to learn a valuable lesson, to look at your own cycles, how you show up in relationships. This could very well be counterparts, because it seems like whoever you're connected to, you're supposed to be learning a lesson from. And you could have been showing up in this connection with fear of abandonment. And that could have caused you to chase or to anxiously attach to this person. Maybe there was a cycle, you know, because of fear of abandonment. Maybe there was a cycle that was playing out that you weren't putting a boundary up with, or maybe this person was mistreating you in some way and you kept allowing it to continue because of fear of abandonment. Take it as it resonates. That's the energy that's coming through. And again, it feels like the universe almost stopped the two of you in your tracks and separated you so that you could look at these cycles and learn these lessons. Let's keep going. I just cut the deck open to see if I was actually shuffling this upside down, which I think I am. And I saw time to go. So that's exactly what I mean. There's an energy that there had to be an ending here in order to create change and lessons being learned. And we do have change in the wind, which is 12, which is Hanged Man energy. And that's exactly what I was getting. So let's look at this. And I'm starting to have a rush of heat, which is very symbolic of transformation and a new phase and Phoenix energy. So listen, relationships go through periods where patterns. There's something about patterns here. It says partners, but patterns came out. Where partners seem out of sync with each other and stormy emotions and moods threaten to take down the ship. Perhaps someone had a change of heart and leaves. These rough seas offer opportunities for mutual growth, a way for you to understand your own heart better and to know what you need to be truly happy. Rest assured that whatever is happening now, good will come from it. Take temporary shelter and remove yourself from drama. The air will clear and everything will be fresh and new again. This too shall pass. So I have chills as I'm reading that. So again, it feels like you needed to be put into Hanged Man energy, and it definitely looks like someone walked away from this connection or pulled their energy back. And it was divinely guided, because it does feel like you and this person became stuck. I'm seeing the Two of Swords. Oh. Are you kidding me? So we have soulmates, and we have, you know, the Emperor Penguins here. So you could resonate with divine feminine and divine masculine energies. I said that's what this felt like. And we see here, I just said this is being divinely guided. And for some reason, I'm thinking about the way that penguins, in order to survive, if you've ever watched March of the Penguins, watch it with a box of Kleenex. I will never watch it again. But they have to spend time apart in order to thrive, in order to grow and evolve and have babies and things like that. I know I know this is a weird message, but they need to spend time apart. At times, the female needs to leave the nest and to grow and evolve and learn how to hunt. And at times, the male, the masculine, does. This is such a weird message. I'm really not surprised this card came out. And if you look at this, we have this, you know, Emperor Penguin holding a key that, you know, these penguins mate for life. So you could very well feel like there's no one. I know it sounds dramatic, but you could feel like there's no one else out there that you're interested in being with. And maybe, you know, there's something about whatever is happening right now to keep listening to your intuition and to not abandon yourself and your own journey just because you've hit a bump in the road in this connection. Again, I'm seeing the image of the penguins separating in order to evolve and grow. And that's what this feels like. And again, divinely guided. You see that face there, divinely guided here. So what's really interesting is, I'm just going to read you, it came out in reverse. I'm leaving it in the upright because I like the picture. But listen to this. An important relationship brings you to your knees. This is the kind of soulmate who comes with a powerful gift. Your patterns, and all your old stories that don't serve your well-being enter this dynamic so that you can heal them. This person is called to a sacred task to help you learn, even if it seems uncomfortable, sticky, or even inconceivable. The question is, why did he or she... The question is not, why did he or she this... Oh my gosh. Why did he or she do this to me? But rather, what is the gift in this? Look in the mirror. You will only be changed for the better. And again, with that orphaned card, there very well could be something about abandonment wounds on your side, possibly your person's side, or fear of abandonment. And we also have, on the bottom, we have the fates. And that's what I mean. You could feel, even though you and this person have been on this roundabout, even though you and this person have had difficulties, like this card said, an important connection is the one that will bring you to your knees. And this is a connection that's supposed to bring up all of those wounds and patterns so that you can finally heal them. And my point was that even though this may have seemed chaotic and confusing, it feels like you still feel fated to be with this person. Anyway, we have fate, karma. So other people are who they are. You can't change them. The challenge is to accept them as they are, and to not try and make them otherwise suit you. This is the time to look at how you attempt to mold people to fit your view of how they should be so that you can remain in the relationship and avoid discomfort. What if who they are and whatever is happening between you and them in this situation is perfect from the perspective of spirit? Now is the time to accept what you cannot change, even if it means that you honor yourself, spirit, and the other person by moving on. Love unconditionally for each of us is on our own journey, and we cannot direct that of another. Be aware that this relationship is indeed fated, and you are meant to evolve into a better version of yourself because of it. Anyway, so again, this card faded. And when it talks about moving away from the connection, it definitely feels like there's been, you know, a divinely guided, I almost said intervention, a divinely guided separation between the two of you so that you can spend some time learning about yourselves and healing. Anyway, again, you could be counterparts with this energy that's coming out. So let's get some tarot. What tarot deck do I want to use? This one. We have the star on the bottom, which is very interesting because we also have the fates here. I have to mention what I'm seeing on the bottom of the deck here. We have, that is interesting. We have 47 and 48 together, and we have go the distance, and we have poised. And this, to me, looks an awful lot like a divine feminine sitting in her power, poised for whatever will happen, being open to whatever will happen. So maybe surrendering to the journey. Maybe, you know, you're at a place where if it's meant to be, it'll come back to me. And if it doesn't, then something else will enter my life. Another soulmate will enter my life. You could be in that energy. And then we have this masculine energy here with 47, go the distance. We see the cheetah sprinting towards the finish line. And it's very much the energy of forward momentum, divine masculine energy, the cheetah. So that is interesting. And I'm feeling called to, this person could have had this cycle card right here. And the fact that we have the star and the 7 of swords, this person could have been acting in a 7 of swords behavior towards you. And what that, if you don't know what that means, and I'm not trying to insult your intelligence by telling you what it means, 7 of swords can be, you know, avoidance, it can be ghosting, it can be manipulation, gaslighting, projection, someone deceiving you, someone lying to you. And the example that I'm hearing is like, if someone lies to you once and you forgive them, and then they lie to you again and you forgive them again, and then they lie to you again and again and again and again and again. Something about this card is speaking of that type of behavior, of some sort of sneaky behavior, 7 of swords behavior that needs to heal, but maybe you were, I don't want to say you were enabling it, but a lot of people who grew up with fear of abandonment and that anxious attachment style can sometimes overlook behaviors like that because of fear of abandonment. So they think, oh, if I just forgive that person one more time, if I just give them another chance, give them another chance. So that is something, that's an energy that's coming through. So there could have been some 7 of swords behavior that you were not putting up boundaries with, is what I'm hearing. The other thing is, with the 7 of swords, it doesn't have to be such a sneaky energy, but the 7 of swords and the star could be that there are lessons that you were missing, that you were supposed to be learning in this connection, or maybe there were some shadows that you were failing to see on your side, or patterns on your side. Anyway, take it as it resonates. And I don't, clearly I feel like I need to explain myself, but I've been getting comments about how I say anyway, and about how irritating it is. And just as someone who's putting their energy out there to help and heal people, I feel the need to explain that I am autistic and I have a really hard time. Like, if you think I'm confusing to you, imagine being in my brain. And I've been getting a lot of comments recently about the fact that I say anyway. And as an autistic person, that is the word and the tool that I've been given to bridge my thoughts together. And that is where that anyway comes from. And, you know, there's no need to tell somebody they're irritating for things like that. It's just, it's not nice. Anyway, I just wanted to say that, but because when you point something like that out about someone, there's no need. And like for me now, I've become hyper aware anytime I say the word anyway. And that is the way that I group my thoughts together, bridge them together. And I'm sure that if you're autistic, you understand what I'm talking about. So I'm going to read this card to you because it's very much twin flame. You are either in or calling in a harmonious relationship that can stand the test of time. For better or worse, as you ride the ups and downs and even strain, break yourself, and are remade in new growth, you are being redeemed by the power of regeneration. Harmony does not mean there will never be, Harmony does not mean there will never be a wrong note played, but that the relationship is marked by the endurance and dedication to overall unity. A new song can be written, an instrument can be tuned, and the symphony of love will play on. So that's the energy we have coming through for you today, my friend. Oh, look. We also have time for a nap, which I'm just looking at that fox there, and the fox can sometimes symbolize that Seven of Swords behavior. So maybe there did need to be a pause in this connection in order for there to be healing. All right, with the star on the bottom. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to ask what's coming towards you. Actually, I'll get to that later. First, we're going to see what we need to hear about this. Right away, we have 10 of Pentacles in reverse. So there could be some, you know, there could be generational trauma here. There could have been wounding that you both experienced as children that came into play in this connection. We have the Sun, Divine Masculine, healing, you know. So you could be trying to heal trauma from when you were a kid. You could be trying to heal generational trauma. We inherit trauma. And that's why it's so important to break the cycles so that, you know, I experienced trauma as a kid. My parents, I know, experienced trauma. So I inherited that trauma. And then I had trauma from my childhood, which wasn't pretty. And when my children were born, as they, you know, got to be 2 and 3 and 4, I started to see trauma responses in them, and they, you know, hadn't experienced the same kind of trauma I did. And I was in therapy, and I was actively trying to not parent my children the way that I was parented, but they still had those trauma responses because they inherited them from me. So the hope is by breaking generational trauma, by breaking generational cycles, that inherited trauma stops. My hope is that their children won't have those trauma responses because the cycle was broken. And that is why I am such a believer in spiritual connections like this one talked about, one that's meant to bring you to your knees and trigger all that wounding within you so that you can finally heal it. Anyway, and that's another thing that the twin flame journey is known for. All right, I want to do one more. We have the Queen of Pentacles. And the Queen of Pentacles is very, I know the Queen of Wands is confident, but to me, the Queen of Pentacles is very confident. And the Queen of Pentacles knows that whatever they need is within them. They don't need anything or anyone else. And I'm not talking about like an unhealthy, hyper-independent type of energy. So you could resonate with working on your Queen of Pentacles energy. You could be a mother with the Queen of Pentacles. The fact that I brought up my children. We have the Two of Wands. Are you kidding me? The Two of Wands. The Two of Wands to me is all about, not all about, but one of the main energies I always get from the Two of Wands is when someone is being stopped from moving forward, Three of Wands, until they look at the way they're approaching the situation, until they change their approach. On Two of Wands, you'll often see a globe, and that can be very symbolic of someone who is being, you know, called to look at their own patterns, which is kind of what this card was giving me. And Hanged Man energy, a time for both of you to look at your own wounding and your own patterns and how you show up in connections. And we have the Three of Swords, so separation and strength. Oh. And death, transformation. This could have been a very triggering connection. I can't help it. There's an energy of unconditional love here, so you could resonate with counterparts, but let's go. What do you need to hear? What advice do you need about this situation? Let's start there. What do you need to know? What advice do you need to know about this situation? So we have the Knight of Cups. There is an energy of following your intuition when it comes to this situation. The Knight of Cups follows their intuition, whether or not it makes logical sense. They trust their intuition. They follow their heart. So that was the first thing I was hearing. The Knight of Cups is also a romantic offer, so we'll see what's coming. We do have the Eight of Wands, so whatever is happening right now within this connection is causing rapid change and rapid growth in both of your energies, I'm hearing. Oh my gosh, that's magical. I'm sorry, that's magical with the world. So by looking at your cycles, by completing these cycles, by healing, by there being a distance here, it's creating rapid change and rapid growth within both of your energies. And, you know, keep following your intuition. Don't listen to the naysayers. Don't tell yourself you're delusional, please. That is very interesting. And this very well could be about, with the Eight of Wands coming out, you could be at a distance from this person, and there could be something about travel here with the Eight of Wands in the world. Maybe you met this person online. Anyway, we have, because there's cycles ending here, we have rapid change and rapid growth. And when those cycles are repeating, that growth can't happen because you're stuck in a cycle. Anyway, that is very interesting. This person could be daydreaming about you, I'm hearing. Well then, let's get one more card. We have the Queen of Pentacles coming out in reverse and the Star. So that's interesting because we saw the Queen of Pentacles in the upright when we were shuffling and we talked about it. There could be mother wounds here on somebody's side, on both sides. Queen of Pentacles, insecurity. So it could be that remember that orphaned in reverse. So you could be someone who's meant to be focusing on your own insecurities right now. The person... That's interesting. I'm just reading it. If you have been going through a period of stress and anxiety, this card is a reminder to tend to your inner garden, to be compassionate and gentle with yourself. And it talks about selfishness and love. So I'm not saying that you were being selfish, but you could have been dealing with someone who was being selfish, or you could have been dealing with someone who was a bit self-absorbed, and maybe, you know, you overlooked that. There is something here also about insecurity. So you could be needing to work on your fear of abandonment, fear of rejection, your own insecurity. And like I said, the Queen of Pentacles knows that whatever they need is within them, and they don't need anybody else to tell them they're amazing or to provide for them. So it could be that you're experiencing rapid change and growth in that department. You could be starting to feel more confident. You could be starting to become more independent. Take it as it resonates. And we have the star on the bottom. So healing insecurity is what I'm hearing. Your person, you know, maybe was lacking compassion and empathy. They could be healing that. I'm actually just going to look at your energy and their energy really quickly. So let's look at your energy. We have the Hanged Man and the Emperor, your energy. So you could be separated from a divine masculine right now. You could also be being called to work on your confidence, Emperor energy, to know your worth. So it looks like right now you're working on your stability, your confidence, knowing that something about this divine masculine energy, I'm not gonna bring out the book. I bring out that book every time I talk about this. But in that twin flame book I read out of, it says, this is about programming your personal lie from not feeling good enough to declaring that you are more than enough, that you are more than capable. So it does look like right now you're being called to focus on your own confidence and stability. And again, you could be in separation with a divine masculine. Let's look at their energy. We have the High Priestess and the King of Pentacles. So it's really interesting that, you know, we have the King and Queen of Pentacles energy coming out together. It is symbolic of counterparts. And with the High Priestess, it looks like your person is being very quiet with you. They may not be saying much. Remember the Knight of Cups. So right now you're both being guided to trust your intuition. It does look like your person is reflecting about their intuition. The High Priestess can also be about reprogramming deeply ingrained patterns. So that is really interesting that that's coming out for your person's energy. I also have to point out that you're both coming out with major arcana energy, which is showing that fork in the road in reverse was talking about a very valuable life lesson is being learned right now on both sides. Again, I'm hearing for the High Priestess reprogramming deeply ingrained wounding and patterns. Could be patterns of self-sabotage. I wouldn't be surprised if your person, well, I'll come back to that thought. Spirit told me to wait. High Priestess also represents that someone who is beginning to open up to their spirituality, so tapping into their higher self, tapping into their inner wisdom, inner voice. So your person is being called to listen to their intuition rather than their intellect and conscious mind. And it's also showing a calm exterior with inner passion and intimacy. So this is someone who, you know, feels, I think it's interesting that, you know, we have this very lovey-dovey soulmate energy here and the High Priestess, because it shows that that's what this person feels for you, but it's behind a veil right now. This is being kept from you right now is what I'm hearing. You wouldn't be able to see this in their actions right now. And King of Pentacles, this could be someone working on their own stability, their own confidence. Let's just have a look. Let's just have a little looky-loo. King of Pentacles. So they could be very focused on their business. Listen to this. Right now, your first priority is stability. So they're being called to stabilize their life. And this card mentioned mirroring, and it seems like you're both being called to stabilize in your own energy and stabilize your life. Interesting. What do we need to know about this person? Your person, what do we need to know? Deeply ingrained wounding or learned behaviors from their family is what I'm hearing with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. It could also be that for what you need to know about this person, there could be lack of approval about this connection from friends and family. So if you were stuck in a cycle with this person and they were talking to their friends and family about it, especially if it's a counterpart connection, muggles don't understand counterpart connections. And this person could have, you know, I don't want to say embellished the truth, but they could have been seeking validation for whatever cycle you were stuck in. They may have embellished the truth a little. Maybe some of the things they did to you, they said you did to them. It's coming to my mind for a reason. And it could be that right now they don't feel like their family and friends approve of this connection. If that's not resonating, the other thing I'm hearing is that this could be someone who's very worried about their finances right now. So let's say this person could feel threatened by you. Maybe you make more money, or maybe you have a more established life. Maybe you have a home. I don't know what it is. But with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, there's an energy, and the King of Pentacles, you know, there's an energy of this person not feeling financially stable. And that could be affecting how they're approaching this connection. Anyway, take it as it resonates. We also have Justice on the bottom. So for what you need to know about this person, they could be going through a karmic lesson with family, is what I'm hearing. Interesting with Justice. They could be, again, they could be going through a karmic lesson. I just want to look at the Ten of Pentacles in reverse with Justice. Family disputes, bankruptcy, debt, conflict over money, instability, breaking traditions. So maybe there's some kind of cultural difference between you, or there's some kind of tradition that this person would be breaking by being with you. Take it as it resonates. Outside opinions of love. And this person has recently, this is saying this person has recently been through a challenging time. Karma. And they're feeling unstable. Interesting. So some type of karmic lesson could have left this person feeling very unstable in their own energy, causing them to go within and reflect. And anyway, let's keep going. Let's look at how this person is feeling about you. How are they feeling about you? We have the Four of Wands, but it came out in reverse. So it feels like this person could have, it feels like they see a future with you. Let's look at we also have the Five of Pentacles. So they feel very left out in the cold. They feel they could have rejected you or you could have rejected them. It's really interesting that we had orphaned in reverse. Because it's number 5. Orphan in that deck is number 5, which always makes me think of the Five of Pentacles. So this person feeling very left out in the cold here or in the outside of your energy. I want to confirm this Four of Wands in reverse. Instability, feeling unwelcome. So this person doesn't feel welcome in your life or to come towards you. So I'm not sure if you said something to this person or put up a boundary, but there's fear of rejection here in your person's energy. And remember, for what we needed to know about them, they're feeling kind of unstable right now. Conflict between family, fear of public commitment. Listen to this. The Four of Wands reversed can also indicate insecurity with their home environment. So I just said this person may not feel like they make enough money or that they have enough to offer you right now. They could be feeling insecure in that department. It talks about insecurity when it comes to family members and a love interest. So there is this energy of them feeling insecure about maybe how your family would receive them or how their family would receive you. Maybe, you know, there's a lot of history between you and this person. And definitely feeling on the outs of your energy, feeling left out in the cold. Let's get another one for how they're feeling about you. We have the Sun. So they see you as a source of joy and happiness and healing. They feel, you know, a very energetic connection with you. Oh my gosh, we have the Empress on the bottom. They're definitely seeing you as the Empress, like no one compares to you. Very special connection. Soulmate. I'm hearing counterpart. And it feels like this person hasn't been able to let go of your energy. With the Empress, for how they're feeling about you, it very well could be that they're feeling like you're no longer chasing them, that you're focused on yourself. Anyway, I cannot believe we just had the Four of Wands, the Sun, and the Empress come out for their feelings about you. That is huge confirmation. And we've got the Devil in reverse. So you've illuminated shadows to them. Devil in reverse is the release of negative patterns, the release of a karmic for some of you. Very interesting. Let's look at their intentions. What are their current intentions? We have the King of Cups and the Emperor and the Knight of Cups. The Emperor's on the floor. It's in the upright. I gotta get it. I just cannot. So it feels like once this person feels stable enough and isn't feeling so insecure, they want to take action towards you here and to bring some sort of stability and structure to this connection, to take action. The King of Cups shows, you know, compassion and love. It shows a generous love offer. And the Knight of Cups, I feel like this person may have evolved emotionally with the transition from the Knight of Cups to the King of Cups. Knight of Cups, their intentions seem to be to rekindle things with you here. But again, remember for what you need to know about this person. Right now, this person is not in a stable energy to take action towards you, or they don't feel stable enough to take this action. And in order for the Emperor to take action, they need to feel confident. I just want to look up the King of Cups. I also want to mention that I'm seeing, you know, multiple kings here, showing that your person is working on themselves. Using head and heart in love, a compassionate but calming partner. So this person, interesting. It feels like this person wants to balance love and stability here. It could have to do with, I don't know, it could have to do with work. Like maybe this person had a hard time finding a work and personal life balance. This is someone who wants to find that balance. This is also someone who wants to use their heart in this connection, where in the past, they may have been coming at this connection from a very logical place, or even that Seven of Swords. What's the word I'm looking for? They could have been coming at this from a very cold place, is what I'm hearing. Cold, logical place. This person may have even, I'm hearing cold and detached. And this is someone who intends to bring more love into this situation. Let's look at what action they will take. I feel like those just caught on my hand. I'm just trying to figure out whether or not I'm supposed to take these. I'm just going to set these here and talk about them. But they caught on my ring and it didn't energetically feel right. So just give me a moment here. What action are they going to take? We have the Empress and the Two of Cups. Look at you two together. Okay, so I feel like there is a message behind what just happened with the cards, and I'll explain it. So for actions, we have the Empress. And the Empress, first of all, we have the Two of Cups, which I just opened up to, so I'll read it. And it talks about open communication and a special union that feels fulfilling and is mutually beneficial. Working together as a team. This person being encouraged to review this relationship and clear up any miscommunications. And with the Empress for actions, that's very much a healthy, it can be a fertile new beginning. It can be a healthy, sensual connection. Hang on. Supportive lover, sensual, committed relationship. Yeah, I heard sensual. So it does look like this person's actions are to come towards you to have an open and heartfelt conversation, especially with that King of Cups. It's like this person intentions, they want to bring stability to this and structure to this, but they also want to bring in love. And that's why we're seeing that Two of Cups. An open, heartfelt conversation is what I'm hearing. Now, the two cards that stuck to my hand that came out, it feels to me like before this person will take action or can take action, that there needed to be, or there needs to be, divine intervention in their life. Because we have the Five of Pentacles and the Tower. And it does, to me, it's this person coming in out of the cold after a Tower moment. So it feels like this person is going to have a Tower moment. I'm hearing for some of you, they've already had this Tower moment. It's a general reading, so take it as it resonates. And that Tower moment is going to cause them, the Tower is about instability. So when the Tower happens, anything unstable must go. And then there's a transformation. There's a foundational shift in this person's energy. And I feel like after that Tower moment, after that transformation, they come in out of the cold here towards you for this communication. Also, when those two cards came out, the Knight of Pentacles was there. So it feels like for some of you, this has taken some time. I'm going to look at near future energy for you. Near future energy. We have the Seven of Cups and we have the Chariot. So we have someone making a decision and coming towards you. We see forward movement. Seven of Cups. You know what's interesting? This person could very well have a dream about you and wake up and feel the need to contact you after having a dream about you. Whatever. It could be that that dream just makes them feel connected to you. It could be that they dream about something, a Tower moment that happened between you in the past that gives them some type of realization. It does show this person making a choice to come towards you with the Chariot. We also have 7-7. So let me just... I pay attention to everything, so hang on. 7. 7 is connected to introspection, reflection, intelligence, spiritual knowledge, wisdom, perfect order, meditation, and discovery. It's the truth seeker representing our journey through experiences where understanding develops and faith in the unknown is attained. 7 is all about the feminine energies that bring us the inner workings of intuition through forms and consciousness. Many 7s in a reading indicates a time of solitude, soulful rest, and a period of introspection. So after a period of introspection, this person coming forward with the Chariot. I'm going to get one more for near future energy. We have the Devil in reverse. And the 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. My goodness. And, you know, also this person trusting in their intuition, I'm hearing with that. The Devil in reverse. Freedom, reclaiming power, reclaiming control, and their intentions are to reclaim control with the Emperor. The upside down meaning of the Devil card can be the moment when an individual becomes self-aware and breaks all the chains that comes with addictions and poor habits, including negative patterns, you know? Feeling more in control of love life. Anyway, that's beautiful. So it looks like this person becoming more self-aware, releasing their fear, coming in, reclaiming control, which is their intentions with the Emperor. And wish fulfillment on the bottom, my friend. And 10 of Wands, the end of a long journey. So whatever you're wishing for here, maybe you're just wishing that this person becomes self-aware. Like, it could be, that could be your biggest wish here, is that they become self-aware and start healing. Anyway, let's look at future energy, future potential of this connection. What is the future potential of this connection? We have the Wheel of Fortune. And we have the 6 of Swords on the bottom. So after a period of rest and reflection, the potential of reconnection, moving into calmer waters. I'm hearing it, leaving those childhood wounds, wounding that this card spoke about, this connection bringing up, those patterns being left in the past. That's beautiful. I'm actually going to get one more. But I just want to look at the 6 of Swords in this book. I'm sorry, I'm a little excited. This book speaks to me, this little tarot book, so I've been using it a lot. Accepting lessons. Yes, 6 of Swords, accepting lessons. Learning and accepting those lessons. And I'm hearing forgiving each other for it as well. Reconciling after a fight, 6 of Swords. Yay. Wheel of Fortune, change, cycles, fate, luck, fortune. Relationship changes, navigating changes with partner, making adjustments. So that's your future. It's showing a reconciliation where you both are making adjustments and changing behaviors and patterns, and also accepting those things about each other in order to move forward into calmer waters. It's beautiful. Let's get one more. Future potential, please, Spirit. Future potential. So we have Ace of Swords, Five of Cups, and Temperance. And Temperance is about coming into balance. Temperance can be about reconciliation between Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine. It also shows the need to be patient with each other. This is just what I was saying about this. I was hearing both of you accepting those lessons that you need to learn and being more forgiving with each other about the fact that you both have wounding. This shows breakthrough moments when it comes to healing past wounds within this connection. And Temperance shows patience. It shows healing and patience. So again, both of you being patient with each other as you have these breakthrough moments and heal these past wounds. Ace of Swords with the Five of Cups can also be, this person may be communicating about regrets they have here about what happened in the past. So take it as it resonates. What advice do you need, my friend? What advice do you need? That came out so quick. And the Nine of Wands is about the final push. It's about the last stand. It's like you're almost there. I always say it. The Nine of Wands, you see a warrior who's wounded and weary from battle, but who is persevering with hope and determination. So Spirit's saying, you know, it feels like this is the final push here. Also, we have 9-9, so we have a lot of number synchronicities coming up. And advice that you need, self-improvement. Look at what you can improve about yourself. Look at any baggage you've brought with you into this connection, wounding that maybe caused you to behave a certain way in this connection or react or defend yourself. You know, look at improving those things. If you're wondering if your person is going through self-improvements, they are. With this Nine of Wands and the Hermit. This is self-improvement. And this is someone being more self-aware and doing the inner work. So keep focusing on your inner journey, your inner work, inner reflection. Remember that orphan card in reverse. Don't abandon yourself. Don't stop this journey just because you've hit a fork in the road, you know, or a bump in the road. I get so dang passionate during these readings. Like, I just don't know where it comes from. Self-reflection, introspection, contemplation, solitude, search for self. Pause in love life to introspect. So this is confirming that this pause was meant to help you both self-reflect and self-improve. There's something about maybe searching for your soul purpose, especially if you're a Divine Feminine, part of reconciliation and coming into union, which is something that it's just recently that I learned this, that if you want to come into union with your counterpart, you need to get on your soul path. You need to find out what your mission is. Never be afraid to take this chance to reflect, as it could help you clear your mind of all the clutter that comes with everyday life. Interesting. So don't be afraid of this period of isolation. Nine of Wands, the last stand, persistence, resilience, perseverance, close to success, even though you feel drained and tired, my friend. listen to this. 9 of Wands reminds us to courageously stand firm in who we are, protect our boundaries and what we have built. It's time to stay true to oneself and practice the word no. And that's kind of what I was getting with the repetitive, like if this person was mistreating you, maybe you didn't have the confidence or the boundaries to say, no, I don't, like, don't treat me like that. That could be something that you're working on right now. Working on your boundaries, always a good thing. And it also says this is a connection requiring hard work. It's not easy because it's meant to help you self-improve. 9 of Wands. Beautiful. So that's your advice. So what do we want to do here, my friend? What do we want to do here? What do you need to know about this? Why don't we get you... What are we going to get you? Let's get a few divine truth message cards just to see what's happening here. Oh, are you kidding me? That's beautiful. I cut right open onto Divine Feminine. You're a goddess who healed me and transformed me to my higher self. And that's how they feel about you. The Empress. They feel like you're someone who has transformed them into their higher self. We also have daydreaming on the bottom. So it looks like this person could be daydreaming about the two of you being together. Oh, look at what just flipped over. We have avoidant. I really want to be close to you, but I avoid emotional attachments out of fear. And do you know why they avoid? Because of wounding. Not because they're a bad person. We have, this is insane. We have fragmentation. Until we make our shadows conscious, we will still continue to hurt others. So again, something in your upbringing, this person's upbringing, fragmentation of the soul. I talked about it in a reading yesterday. Fragmentation of the soul. One of you or both of you has this. Significant trauma from past, irrational, unexplained fears, checking out in certain situations. I have to tell you, like, I'll just tell you from a personal standpoint as an example. I had someone say something to me that in the past, when they would say, like, if somebody said something like this to me, I would go full, like, Knight of Swords in reverse, defensive, protect myself, and it took me so long to realize it wasn't what they were saying to me. It was based on my trauma. So the last time it happened and I felt that trigger, they said something to me. And in that moment, instead of reacting and instead of getting messy, like, and I can be messy, I pulled my energy back and I started to think, why is this triggering me? And I realized that the wording this person used was something that my dad said to me anytime he was disappointed in me. So when this person said this to me, it triggered all of that within my soul. Like it felt awful. But again, irrational, unexplained fears, like that's what happens when you're full of trauma. Anyway, if that made sense, blink twice. Checking out in certain situations, overreactions to seemingly small problems. That's the point I was getting to. I am working on my self-worth. For a long time, I deemed myself as someone who didn't deserve love and happiness. I was always angry with my life and pushed love away because I thought I didn't deserve it. So anyway, my point is that you could both be reacting and being triggered by each other, and those wounds may not have it, like, it may be triggering deeper wounds, deeply ingrained. Remember that High Priestess, deeply ingrained, learned behavior or wounding. Anyway. Oh, are you kidding me? This is just too much. Distorted. My views on relationships are distorted from past experiences. That's my whole point. Thank you, Spirit, for all this confirmation. That's my whole point. Okay, so I am seeing a card about planning. Someone planning something here. So let's have a look. So what do you need to hear? See, that's another one about planning. So clearly this person is thinking about this, how to come towards you. Oh my goodness gracious. The planning card came out. That's the one I saw. Remember how this person feels about you. The Four of Wands came out in reverse, which, you know, shows a delay, but it shows that this person sees a future with you. And you have the reunion card coming out, which I think has only come out twice in all of the times I've used that deck. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Look at what came out. Can't avoid me. I almost said motherfucker. Anyway, I didn't. Avoidant. I really want to be close to you, but I avoid emotional attachments out of fear. And this is something, a pattern that they're looking at right now. Remember the Seven of Swords, healing that avoidance. Watching, checking on your social media has become a new daily habit of theirs. Strategizing. This very much gives me Emperor energy. Putting together an offer you cannot refuse, planning their next move. So there is a card here about all talk. And with the Knight of Cups and the King of Cups coming out, Knight of Cups, this could have been someone who was all talk sometimes. They could have made promises or promised you they would change or promised you they would be more romantic or promised you they would show you more love, and maybe they had a hard time following through on those promises. Memories. The memories we made together forever replay in my mind. Our love is immortal. All talk. I know you were tired of hearing my excuses. All talk, no actions. That's why I brought that up. We have planning. I've been preparing a love offer for you. You will be shocked and surprised. Dancing in love. I am surrendering to the cadence of your soul and allowing us to dance in love. And we have reunion. The force of love, the force of reunion is unstoppable. Together we are one. So my friends, I'm going to leave it there for today. Thank you for listening to me. I know I can talk. And thank you for being so nice to me. I'm sending you guys lots of love and light, and I will see you for the next one. Bye.